Hi, everybody. It's Marilyn. Sorry I'm late to the show today. Do we have any audio for this? Maybe, more or less. Okay, great. Thanks, Anthony. This is Marilyn, and it's the afternoon edition of Welcome to My World. It's 2:30-ish on the 22nd of December. So the crude oil open outcry is closed, and I thought I'd take a second. I did put a note up here on my chart to check this range channel right here, sideways. When you're sitting in a trade and you're thinking, good grief, is this ever going to go anywhere? I mean, there's a point of having patience, and then there's a point where it's ridiculous. And that formed one full candle in 1 hour on that. So what that tells you is if you're in a trade, you need to go to another perspective chart, so you get a different perspective on it, which is really, I think, one of the biggest helps about this 810. If you are trading off this 12 tick, is to have this available, because at least you know every 5 minutes this is going to change a bar. So it helps keep the patience going, I guess is what I'm saying. And if you just sat down, I know looks like Dottie just sat down and saw the wonderful what our new toy. Santa delivered the new toy for everybody, so I suggest that you're going to have to close your system and then install the new toolkit, and you probably don't want to reboot your computer to bring that up. So, right. No, we were all good and we all got a present. So nobody got a lump of coal in their stocking. Anyway, this new trendar has been released and looks very promising. I've been playing with that. I've had it on my 6-tick for a couple days, my 6-tick crude oil, and I really like it. I really like it. One of the things it does that's kind of nice is when you get in a trend, and about the time you see one of Lori's elevators turn up and you think, oh my goodness, I don't know about this, it sure tells you to stay in that trend, which is very, very nice. I don't know if anybody traded the 30-year bonds today, but they had an unusually nice day. And especially, in fact, I'll pull this over so you can see this, because this is a really good thing to take a look at. Whoops. I don't know why that time and sales won't go behind everything, but it doesn't. But this is bonds from this morning. And if you notice, about 5:30 this morning, this refused to go any higher than settlement, came back down. The EMA is staying above. There was an entry available here either at the red ice, at the open, right in here about 5:30. Even if you missed that at 6, you got this. This is a Lori sling right here. This is a classic Lori sling. So you still could have gotten into this. And if you notice down here on our new trendar, here's the trend flip right here. And this thing stayed with the downside the whole day. And it put in a lorry sling right here. And then it put in two elevators, one right here and one right here. And both of those were followed by apex E's, both of them. So this is an exercise in getting a good entry, staying with this trend for a long time. But my goodness, that particular product pays very handsomely for the patience of doing that. We'll probably get a lot of screenshots from people who are starting to use that. So let's see. We've got the VIX is down a little bit right now from where it was, 1716. The strong indices, the strong index for the afternoon has definitely been TF. In a normal world, TF generally will lead these others because it's made up of small cap. So you have to keep in mind what the underlying is for these. The TF, the underlying is small cap stocks. Whereas with the YM, it's large cap. And the YM is sometimes a little slow, but it also is fairly easy to read, I think. Anyway, tomorrow morning, we're going to have some news out. At 8:30 is going to be a lot of news. So if you're trading early in the morning at 8:30, I'd be real aware of your trades. And for heaven's sakes, don't enter a trade at 12:28. Just wait, see what happens, see what the response is. But Canadian news will be out tomorrow. Core retail sales, their GDP month over month is going to be out also. When there's Canadian news, it can affect crude oil to a degree. Then there's U.S. news. Let's see, we got core durable goods, the core PCE price index, durable goods orders, personal spending, personal income, and at 10 o'clock, I love these revised numbers. Good grief. Revision of their numbers. And at 10:30 tomorrow, we will have crude oil inventory. So I'll put a notice up about that. But I think the last couple of weeks, some of you that have not watched what happened with crude oil when its inventory got a real good lesson in how fast it can move. So that's a good time to just let it go by, give it a few minutes to settle down, and then see what you want to do. But don't try to jump in front of that moving bus, because you're likely to get flattened like the proverbial pancake. Anyway, the other thing that I kind of noticed about crude oil is we're trading only about 270-some thousand contracts right now. If you remember past couple 3 weeks, there have been days when crude oil was trading upwards of 400 and a couple of days where it was upwards of 500,000 contracts. So the volume has come down a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to close this for now so I can also install the new toolkit and bring my charts back up. I really suggest you do that this afternoon rather than wait until tomorrow morning, because Murphy's Law always prevails. And if there is a little glitch in your computer or it doesn't like this, that, or the next thing, best fix it this afternoon when you're all through, than be fussing with it in the morning well, it's making you madder and crazier. Speaking from experience, that is. So, I will see you all tomorrow morning. Hope you have a great afternoon, and I'll be back at 8:30. Thanks. Oh, this has been my view from my world in Apex land, brought to you by Apex Investing. I'll see you in the morning.